Welcome, Taurus. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your full moon in Taurus reading, being done on the day of the full moon in Taurus. Not just about the full moon in Taurus. I've already done a reading like that, which you can refer to. I will attach it to this reading, but this is really about me just channeling the energy in the best way I know how. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below, and I continue to feature a half off sale through the end of the year. Let's get started, Taurus, with your overall energy for this time, the Seven of Cups. There are a lot of opportunities that are coming up, emerging before you. There are new friends, new opportunities, new jobs, new ways of experiencing the world in a pleasurable way. New relationships seem very much in the offing for you. And part of your experience now is looking at the way that you continue to choose similar relationships to ones that you are not currently satisfied with. So there's a pattern here that you are seeing, that even in your eternal desire to help others, to bring joy to others, you find yourself to be unsatisfied, uncontent, not recognized, not rewarded for your efforts, having your efforts being taken for granted. So, particularly in this time of great change that we're experiencing in the outer world, but also in our inner worlds, the pressure to change is enormous. And this is not an area that you feel comfortable in, but you are aware that change must happen in order to break some of the deadlocks and patterns you're experiencing. In the present, we have the Emperor. This is a beautiful anecdote to particularly this anxiety that you're feeling about change. You're understanding that the control that you seek in the outer world is nothing but frustrating. You can't control things that you can't see or anticipate. Instead, you understand that the need for control must come from yourself. And this is how you respond to the inevitable shakeups, disappointments, changes, heartbreaks, failures that occur in the world. In this way, you're taking more responsibility for your reality through the experience of the Emperor. You're understanding that the way that you respond, the choices you make, are where you are exercising your control and power. And this feels very good to you. This is based on your experience. So you're understanding that despite whatever disappointment, unhappiness, or imbalance you're experiencing in your social environment, that you actually have the power to make different choices, and that is on you, and that is where you exercise your tremendous power to make the change, to manifest the abundance, the harmony that you seek. In the past, we have the Nine of Swords, and this is about something that is keeping you awake at night. And this feels like to a great degree, your relationships. Yes, for many of you, the ongoing challenges of life, having the of security and stability that gives us a satisfaction that we can meet uh, our challenges, that we can meet our obligations in the world. This is less likely an experience you're having. It's more about the repetitive patterns of disappointment that you're experiencing, the always ending up in the same position, the sense that things aren't changing in your relationships or in your environment as a result of some patterns that you have begun to identify, particularly in the past. And this is what has precisely led you to this experience of the Emperor taking the control in terms of the choices that you're making as you see patterns that have inevitably led to disappointment. You realize that you're the one making those choices, and it is within your power to choose differently. And in the future, we have the Three of Swords. Now you're coming out on the other end. And of course, although I do not believe tarot is most effective as a predictor, I do believe that this is showing you the direction in which the outcome that is likely as a result of the changes that you're making within yourself, and moving away from a past in which you're experiencing cyclical heartbreaks, anxieties. This keeps you awake at night. This is a sense of resentment towards those many of loved ones for whom you deliver uh, and are the most helpful, resourceful you can be for their benefit, for their comfort, for their better lives. Understanding that actually, because you haven't tended to your needs, then your desire to find satisfaction, success, happiness through the experiences of others is something that you are in a position now to understand and to correct. This is not that you're going to stop helping other people. However, you're going to prioritize the help that you need before you help others. As much helping as you have done, it's unlikely that those that you're helping exclusively rely on you or need to. However, making yourself indispensable to your loved ones is part of that insecurity in finding value in your life, and understanding that you have so much more to give than tending to the needs of others is part of your sense of unfoldment, development right now. Even if that means a sense of gratitude for having done that and seeing it lead to the same place over and over, you're now in a position of understanding that you deserve reward, recognition, support, assistance, appreciation. And that is your focus moving into the future. That is one of the beautiful benefits of this full moon energy, anticipating Pluto's move into a new sign where possibilities for our lives open up, for abundance, for new avenues, new pursuits, new interests that we can take advantage of as a result of technological advancements. I'm going to pull an oracle card and ask if this reading is resonating for you, that you'll like this reading, that you will share it with others, and that you will subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I thank you for that. And I've pulled the loneliness card, and I'm really kind of appreciating this. I know that I am never alone. For many of you, whether you are alone a lot of the time or whether you are surrounded by others, the sense that you're not receiving what you work so hard to provide for others is at the core of the sense of imbalance and disappointment. So that you are projecting sometimes your disappointment onto others when in actuality the disappointment may be with yourself. What are you afraid of pursuing? What goals, what dreams, what passions do you have that you're holding yourself back from? This is really about the fear of taking risks, of doing things that are important to you, not anyone else. In the present, the Emperor is clarified by the Six of Swords and the Fool card. Beautiful. You are absolutely moving away from the sense of wanting to be in control of every environment. And this feels very much like it revolves around family. This can be relevant to work. or any way in which you have a public persona, being in control of a community effort or being central to your community, is a way that you're understanding the limitation to that sense of accomplishment if, in fact, you are not recognized or acknowledged for it. In fact, in many ways, I would venture to say many of you feel invisible. In addition to feeling unappreciated, you don't feel that your presence, your effort matters to a significant community, project, or family that you are engaging in. And instead, again, the risk I see you tentatively moving towards, at least an awareness of, is that there are passions of your own, interests of your own, things that matter to you that don't matter to others, that you are gaining your courage and your faith and belief in yourself to pursue. This is without having a big agenda. You don't need to make a lot of money. Perhaps you're not looking for a soulmate or a life partner. This is something you're doing because you enjoy the community, you enjoy the sense of accomplishment, you enjoy exercising your knowledge or learning more, sharing your wisdom with others. And this is an area that you have held yourself back from for the countless reasons that we all have for not doing the things that really matter to us. Well, there are no more excuses for you, Taurus. The time is now. You have everything you need to step out into a new adventure. In the past, the Nine of Swords is clarified by the Sun and the Three of Cups. This is absolutely beautiful. I do believe that you are now gaining the support that you need to be who you are. And it is the result of understanding this pattern of disappointment, failure, invisibility, and exhaustion that has come about through the result of helping others, helping until it hurts, giving until you can't give anymore, and not being acknowledged or seen for it, not being appreciated for it. That has helped you to realize that that is not solely who you are. Surely you appreciate support in a way that everyone appreciates support, and you have that. But the support you want and need right now is support to do the things that you want to do, to be the person you want to be joyful in your experiences, to not be necessarily responsible for everything, but to continue to bring the joy in a place that appreciates your value, to bring the experience of living in an abundant world, enjoying that with others. In the future, the Three of Swords is clarified by the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. You are such a hard worker. You have amassed comfort, stability, and security on your own terms. It doesn't matter how modest or how grand it is. You are very careful and deliberate with your resources, and you've accrued enough to do what you want to do for you. This is important because not only are you stable within your own environment, but you have you are trying to release, certainly in the future, more and more as part of your own healing, false obligations to others, the sense that you're needed desperately by others to do things that they have long been able or have done for themselves. But the sense that you're indispensable, that you are only able to respond to the world uh, from a place of need, that you're there to rescue others, to save others, to help others, to do things that actually they can do for themselves and that you've already done for them. You've done for them for a while. This feels very much like family, but it can again be a professional environment, a job, a place you work where you have been taken for granted. And the sense of doing a job well, which is important to you, Taurus. You're hardworking. Your goal is to harmonize, make everything peaceful, comfortable, and beautiful. You are understanding that you've done that a lot for others. That can be professionally, that can be with your family, that can be in a relationship, but that you are not obligated to fulfill the needs of others, that you are not a servant. That is not your job. And instead, as you release those experiences, you begin to look at the resources you have for you, what you've built for you, and the way that this is empowering you. This is your engine to move you on this new adventure of self-discovery and fulfillment. I'm going to finish up this reading with a chakra oracle and hope that this has brought you some insight. And I have pulled the divinity card. Recognize the divine in the mirror. And it's describing the crown chakra, which is very much about uh, the place where we come understanding that we're here to serve. And you have fulfilled service to so many. You have helped so many, particularly for those of you that are parents, those of you that are bosses or leaders. You have served. And now it's time for you to serve your highest passion, your highest purpose to yourself. Thank you so much, Taurus, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.